Demolition is one of the land bank's most well-known and popular activities. Residents and community members share, time and time again, that demolishing eyesores from their neighborhoods makes them feel safer and improves neighborhood surroundings.
I do remember the first demolition, and I remember thinking to myself how fast it was. And it occurred to me then that the demolition was the easiest part of demolition, actually tearing the house down. The other parts of it were more difficult. But I do remember watching this house that had sat empty for so long. It was early in the morning. The neighbors came out because they saw something that they hadn't seen in a while, and that was somebody taking responsibility to take care of their investment, to do something about what they had to look at every single day, rather than just waiting for somebody else to do it or waiting for some other agency of government. Land Bank stepped in, and now that story has been repeated thousands of times. Sometimes you don't think about demolition as being progress, but if you live next to an abandoned house or across the street or around the block, seeing that house go from being an eyesore and something that you're afraid to have your kids walk by into a community garden, it changes people's lives. It's really transformative.
I'm fortunate to be able to experience the land bank coming in and doing a wonderful thing in our area, which is demolishing several houses that needed to come down. It has changed this neighborhood for the better. Since the demolition, there have been several neighbors just out standing, admiring the aesthetic beauty that we have behind us, seeing that all those properties are torn down and we have the openness. I've seen people sitting on their porches that I hadn't seen, just sitting and relaxing. Also, I see people now with their front doors open more. And I think people are feeling a lot more comfortable with the abandoned houses here being gone. We had overgrown brush, we had graffiti, we had illegal dumping, we had trash. We are so appreciative for the work that you're doing in our Genesee County area. Keep it up. We are really in need of a lot in this city, and we know that you have an awesome task, but we know that you can do the job.
In the past year and a half, through the land bank and the county's efforts, we removed close to 90 structures in Mount Morris Township. They went through and removed blighted structures on streets, and the adjacent property owners now, instead of looking at a structure that's there, the county land bank, through eliminating that problem, now you have a nice vacant lot that they bring in topsoil, they seed, and it makes it a pleasant area to live next to. With 90 structures that was removed without the county land bank, there would probably still be 89 of those structures still standing. And it's helped the economy. You put the demolition people to work. You help to domino effect the money because they have to buy gas, they have to feed their families, they shop at stores, and it keeps the residents in the community here, and it keeps them alive and working and makes them contribute to the system.
If you was here 2 years ago, you would see 2 gutted out apartment buildings. That was an eyesore to the whole neighborhood and also to this part of town. Through the years, these buildings, not only this one here, but the one across the street, have had several owners. And all of the owners, particularly the last one, expressed a total disregard for the upkeep of the buildings. And that could be readily seen by the trash route through the area and also the dumpsters, which was never emptied. And by the dumpsters never been emptied, what that caused was rodents to migrate into the surrounding neighbors' homes. So we was elated when we heard about Land Bank was going to demolish these apartment buildings. Now that we no longer see the eyesore, we have a better sense of pride because we no longer have to look at these eyesores, and it's really, really embarrassing when you're trying to direct someone to come to visit you. You would have to point out, well, turn right or left at the gutted apartment buildings. If Land Bank had not stepped in, we'll be looking at 2 gutted buildings. They'll be infested with vagrants and also other crimes going on daytime and nighttime.